Hey everybody, this is Chris, and we're going to talk about the Autel Evo Nano Plus. We're going to talk about sport mode. So if you're sick and tired of that topic, you don't want to hear anymore, now would be the time to leave and not watch this video. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. The main reason I'm putting this video out is I want to thank everybody, because this was not by the graces of Autel to give us this 15 meters a second in sport mode. This was because of you, mainly those of you who affected their income, their wallet. I suspect a lot of orders were canceled because of the goofy way they were playing this whole thing, trying to pull the wool over our eyes like they were. I'm not dumb when I see some of the things that went on here. I'm not dumb in thinking that they had our best interest in mind with what they were doing. So mainly those of you who canceled your orders, I think you're the ones that are most responsible for this change, and the ones that we should be saying thank you to. I will take some credit because I exposed this along with other YouTube channels. Other YouTube channels made reference to it as well, but the one thing I did is I remained a thorn in their side, and I was relentless, and I would not give up on this topic. Probably made a lot of you guys sick and tired of hearing it, but I was not going to let up on it, and that's just how I am. You're going to sell me a product and you're going to advertise it to do something, it better do a majority of that. Something that made me decide to buy this quad is something you changed, and you think you're going to get away with that. So that's when I'm going to be more relentless. And so I'm going to take a little responsibility in that. And then all of you who, when I did my live, after they made a change stating that the top speed was now going to be not 15 meters a second, but 13 meters a second. And that's because the last firmware update, they made it so it was locked in. They locked it in at 13 meters a second, but I don't know, so far, I don't know one single person that could break 12 meters a second on their Nano. Several people said, oh, I can get full speed. I get 15 meters a second. I'm going to prove it to you. I've never seen proof yet. Nobody has shown me a video. It doesn't exist. It's just flat out doesn't exist, or we wouldn't be getting an update to fix it. But there's always those people that are big Autel fans that if you say anything negative, you hurt their feelings, and those are the ones that were making that big stink. But this happened because we stuck with it, and we affected you affected their wallet. I didn't, because I purchased it and didn't return it. I was on the fence and was getting ready to return it because I was just within my 30 days. And I'm sorry, that was false advertisement, and PayPal would have been on my side 100%. So I'm sure a lot of PayPal claims were filed and things like that. That is what made this happen. If you recall, I did a live where I was saying I'm calling Autel Robotics live. I put their phone number on the front of the thumbnail. Had that posted for about 30 minutes before I went live. It turned out to be a fairly good size amount of people that came to watch that live in the middle of the day. But I think prior to that live, everybody was calling that number and blowing up their customer service because it completely shut it down. They have a queue system, and I don't think their queue system, I don't think the number in their queue system goes high enough for the call volume they were getting. And they simply shut down the customer service and just said, we are not taking any calls. Please call back tomorrow. Customer service will resume to help you tomorrow. Call back the next day, same problem. Couldn't get through. That exact same recording saying that they weren't taking any calls. Then the next day they set up a customer service voicemail that said, please leave a message and we will get back to you. So that video, I think, is what created such a problem for their customer service. But it was that night that they decided, we're going to fix this. We have to fix this. People are canceling orders. QC guy won't shut the hell up, and he's driving his subscribers crazy. Thank you, Autel, for caring about my subscribers. And they knew they had an issue on their hand that they weren't going to be able to deal with, and therefore that's why they're fixing the 15 meters a second. It's not to be gracious. They were definitely trying to pull something slick, trying to pull the wool over our eyes there. So why is sport mode so damn important to me? Why do I care so much about sport mode? I'm not going out to fly sport mode and try to get cinematic footage. I'm not going out in sport mode to try to get any good kind of footage. If I'm out in sport mode and my gimbal acts a little bit goofy, I don't care. I just need my sport mode to get my ass out of a pinch. If I'm out there in a little bit of wind and that little bit of wind turns into a whole lot of wind, lots of people live around mountains like me. Some people live up on the mountain, and a lot of people live on the coast around the oceans and beaches. You're faced with wind. This sucks when you get caught up into that. You get that sport mode at 15 meters a second. We were talking about a 6 mile an hour loss from what I was getting at 12 meters a second to 15 meters a second. Over 6 miles per hour. So in wind, that's an ass saver. It's going to get you home if you have it. That's why I need it. That's why it's so important to me. Not only that, just the fact that that's how it's been advertised. All these months we've been waiting, 15 meters a second. Then when they have a problem and it looks like they can't fix it, they go and change it. So now magically that night after that live, all hell broke loose at Autel. They decided they're going to fix it. So I don't take credit 100% myself. I'll take a little piece of that pie. The rest of that all goes to all of you who flooded their customer service, who complained to them, emails, messages, customer service phone calls, and especially those of you who canceled your order. I'm sorry that people canceled their order if it was based off anything I said, but I still think you were smart to do so. And you're still smart to hold off and wait and see if they actually are able to fix this without any other major problems being created as a result. We don't know why they couldn't do it. We don't know why they weren't doing it. So once they do it, we might see what the real problem was. It might really make this gimbal go nuts in sport mode. And the way the wind comes into this thing and really grabs a hold of it, because that gimbal is just wide open inside, sport mode might be a real problem. There's talks about how this doesn't get the angle, the pitch it needs in flight to get up to speed. Part of that could be that wind that's grabbing a hold of it and keeping the nose up on it. So we might find that sport mode creates a problem. But as long as it gets that speed and gets me home, I don't care what this gimbal does. I don't care what it does to my footage. I just need to get this home in a pinch. That's the only reason I care about it. That and the fact that's what they advertised it for. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to say was thank you to everybody that made this possible, because it was a group effort here. It was not something they just graciously said, you know what, we should do the right thing. Now, there's been a lot of little slick stuff going on with this, and that was one of them. The other one was not being released yet. I will agree to disagree with you all day long if you sit here and tell me that it was a mistake that Autel Pilot was selling these quads. Autel Pilot and Autel are good buddies. They start selling, Autel Pilot starts selling the quad. Autel could have told them, hit the brakes or we're not going to supply to you anymore. Will affect your wallet. They didn't do that. They continued selling. They had a big stock. They still have stock. They're still selling. So as far as I'm concerned, this thing was released when I purchased it. It was not officially announced, but it was no mistake that Autel was letting this get into our hands. And then now I just want to say, if you go to Autel directly on their website, you can purchase it from them. And I don't know this for a fact, so I'm just going to say this is a rumor. But if you buy it from Autel Direct, it ships from New York. And if you buy it from Autel Pilot, now it is shipping from New York. This is what people are telling me on my channel. So it's like they decided to go ahead and partner up, because they are buddy-buddy, and say, hey, we'll split the rent of this warehouse. We'll ship it out of New York instead of our Washington location. I don't know. I'm just saying rumor. But it's funny that now they're able to supply them to us from New York. And Autel Pilot definitely is shipping them out of New York because they actually officially announced it. They did this post where it was, we're proud to announce that we have plenty of stock, blah, 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 and they'll be shipping out of New York. But rumor has it that Autel's doing the same thing, so it's like they're sharing the space. But as far as I'm concerned, it's released now. They still haven't said, hey, it's officially released. I'm calling it released because you can even go on Amazon and buy the Nano Plus, or the Lite and Lite Plus. You can have it within 2 to 3 days if you go on Amazon Prime delivery right now. Purchase this and have this within a couple days. So it is available. It is here in the U.S. Unfortunately, our sellers here in the U.S., our distributors, our dealers, they're getting screwed. They've always been told next week, 2 weeks from now, next week, we'll send you stock. These sellers have paid thousands of dollars for this stock they have not received yet. And they're getting screwed because it's being sold elsewhere. And that's affecting the stock that they should be getting. So now the latest word is next week, U.S. distributors, sellers, dealers should be receiving stock. So if you have a pre-order with somebody here in the U.S., rumor has it by Ken Booth at Autel that stock is coming for the U.S. next week. So Ken Booth is a CSR, customer service rep for Autel. They give him a little fancier title than that, but basically he's a customer service rep, kind of monitors the Facebook situation and Facebook messaging, and he's kind of their gardener, just kind of keeps everything clean, makes everything look good and smooth, cleans up any dog poop along the way. So he's had a lot of dog poop to clean up, and I'm partially responsible for that. So thanks, Ken Booth. Yeah, nice pooper scooper. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to say thank you. We have something to celebrate. Let's just wait and see what happens. We should have an update very soon, according to Autel, the way they worded it. And that pleases me. I'm very happy. And there's not much more to say on it. So the only other thing I'll say is I apologize for having so much content just on one topic with this quad, but that is how you get things done. More YouTubers need to blow up issues and things like this with these companies and force their hands. Not worry about just how good their review is and how many units they can sell on their affiliate links. I don't put up an affiliate link until I back the product. I still don't back this baby yet. I can't, and you will not see an affiliate link from me. Once I do back it, I do hope you will use my affiliate link so I can get my 4%, but if not, no big deal. No big deal. I'm not one that lives off my affiliate links. So those affiliate links that I do get, they go to children's charities. They go to St. Jude's Hospital, and they go to Children's Hospital for free care funds for children battling cancer and things. So I would greatly appreciate people using my links, but I just can't share them. I can't tell you to go buy this quad, and I can't supply you my link just for moral reasons. So once you see a link from me, you'll hear me saying I can recommend this quad. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully that update comes very soon. So that I'm going to take a break until we get that update. The next video you should see from me is my unboxing of the Autel Nano Lite. That is coming tomorrow. It's supposed to be here today, but it got delayed because I guess snow. FedEx is the worst. They're the worst. Every little thing that can delay a package with FedEx, it happens. So I wish I was getting it on DHL, but FedEx got stuck in Ohio, and it won't be here till tomorrow. So that'll be the next video, me doing an unboxing, and then we'll get out there and freeze my butt off some more, and we'll do some flights with it, and we'll just test everything else out on it. And I know we won't find as many bugs as we found with the Nano, just based off what I've seen with that quad already. So it should be a nice, pretty easy, smooth sailing group of videos on that one. So we got that to come, and then whenever this firmware update comes, I'll be updating you on that. So with that being said, everybody, hit that thumbs up on your way out and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I am very appreciative of all the new subscribers I've gained out of this whole Nano experience. And as always, hit that bell for future content notification so you can be contacted, notified when I put out a new video.